Welcome, one and all, to episode 78. We've been cruising along. I've been having fun. I hope you are too. Let's get our music rolling. That's episode 78, and today we are going to check our book and hopefully get this treasury building finished up. I wish I would have AFK'd the iron farm for a little bit. But we're going to work with what we have, and hopefully it'll be enough. Alright, and if we do that, we will have successfully... Oh, goodness. We've got nothing. I guess we can turn our bone meal into bone blocks, too. Can't hurt. Alright, auto crafters, when they come out, we're going to be having... Let's grab all of it. There we go. When auto crafters come out, we are going to be having a really good time. Getting super efficient with all our farms. We won't have to check in on them as much. Maybe we'll listen to our music disc again. It is turned up semi-loud. So the roofing project here is almost complete. I'd like to get this slanted part of it done today. So we will see if that is something we can accomplish or not. I think it's within the realm of what we can do, but we'll see. We will see. Ideally, we'd get the whole roof done today. That probably is not going to be able to happen based on the number of emeralds that we have. Yeah, something I don't like doing, but something I think we're going to do is dive into our emerald reserve. We like to have extra 64 on us. We're just going to go ahead and use it. And hopefully no nautilus shells pop up, because that is kind of what those are meant for nautilus shells. Anyway, we're going to do our trades here. And hopefully we can finish our roofing project. Alright. We're cruising along. Those guys need to reset. We've got 62 emeralds in the reserve. A stack of quartz. Alright, let's go see how much this can get done. We built the quad iron farm in the hopes that we wouldn't be waiting around for iron. But here we are, waiting around for iron. And I just want to make sure that it is fully functioning. So this one's working, this one's working. We need to see a guy here, and there's a guy right here. Perfect. So we just need to see one from over there, and I will feel good. Perfect. So we're working on all angles. Which, I mean, that's about all you can ask for. Alright. Let's get to roofing. And I think we can just start right here. And this will give us a good idea of how many quartz blocks we're going to need. Okay, so it's about 32. It's 33 a segment. So this will get us done with 4 of them, approximately. Just under. So then I do think that we can get this done today. Also, let me know what you think of that lighting system that we're going to go for, and maybe we'll start getting ready for the froglight farm today, because that would be really nice to have. A good old froglight farm. So that might be part of our task today, because I think that's what we want to do. And look at that, 4 short. Exactly what we said. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to need basically 2 more stacks of just regular old quartz. And we don't have it. We really don't. So what we can do is we can start working on the interior. I don't know what color glass we want to use for that floor, but what I do know we want to use is a boatload of chests. We're also going to need a bunch of hoppers. We're going to need a bunch of a lot of things. So let's look around. I guess we can take these iron blocks. I mean, we're getting awfully desperate, aren't we? Nah, let's just focus on something else. We'll leave all that there. We can snag our emeralds. We'll drain the reserve, which is fine. It's no problem. Okay. Drain the reserve. This will get us 60, I think. Or 62. Yeah. 62. So 1 emerald equals 1 block of quartz. Alright. So let's go talk about the interior for a little bit while our iron farm pumps away. What I'd like to do is we talked about this floor. So one of these would be just a regular old block. I'm not sure which kind of block we want to go with quite yet. And then the other one, when it turns on, would end up being the stone is a light block, like a light source. So I really like the idea of having the underneath be these blocks. The glazed terracotta, I think that's going to look really good. The question is, let's kind of get the layout for this build decided. So what we can do is we're going to need a ton of chests, which is perfect because I know just the place to get them. It's right over here. We're going to turn all this bamboo into chests. Okay. How many do we get? 48? That's close to what we want, but we want a lot more. That'll get us, what, a stack and a half? Let's do 2 more. There we go. 2 stacks of chests, because we're going to need tons of hoppers and tons of chests. Okay. That was not the most efficient way to get in here, but that's fine. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's go ahead and get this wall done. Just like that. Do we want it to even go 1 higher? Or is 4 good? Because this is for 1 item. It's only for 1. So 4 or more. 4 is probably good. 4 is good. We also want some redstone lamps. We're going to want a bunch of redstone lamps, now that I'm thinking about it. A bunch of them. Okay, so the question becomes, do we want 4 or more? I'm thinking 4 is fine, right? Because this would be... Oh, no, 4 is not fine. Okay. Now we're running into a problem. So let me explain what this problem is. This hopper actually needs to be facing into there. So right now it would just be 3 for this height. And the question is, do we want to make this go down a little bit? Or do we want to raise this up higher? Because right now it needs raised up by 1, which means it'll connect to that glass. If we add another chest, would raise it up 2. And then we're going to have that stone, which has to be a full block, which means it has to be able to connect to glass. Let's go look. How does it look if we have a block here like that on the outside? That's the question. I don't think that's going to look super good. I guess it could be fine. That's the problem with Windows on an entry-level layer. So now we're not actually doing anything, we're just thinking about things, which is okay. That's where this is going to need to be, because I've made a mistake with this contraption. So I guess the main question is, do we want 4 or 5 chests? We could always lower down this floor too. So when you walk in, you kind of go down some steps and like into the build. That's an option as well. We'll turn those off. The question just becomes, what do we want to go with? And I'm not entirely sure. I think we definitely want 4 chests, which means this needs raised up by 1 at least. We could go 5. Let's see how 5 feels. Let's do 5 right next to this one. I guess we'll do it right here. And what we can go is like this. This probably isn't the most efficient way to do this, but I don't care. Alright. 5 I feel like feels better than 4. So let's go with 5. Let's go with 5. Let's say we keep it on this same level. We could also make it go up a level. That's not an option I've considered quite yet. But we could make it so when you walk in, you walk up. That wouldn't be too bad. I don't think that's... In and up's not the worst idea. I don't know if it's the best, but it's definitely not the worst. So let's build... Let's think about this. So if we've got this one here, we also are going to need some hoppers. So let's snag our hoppers. We don't have any. That's lovely. Okay. I guess what we'll do is we'll make some. Can't ever have too many hoppers. Now we have 12. Alright. So from my understanding, things are going to need to go in like this. As you can see, I've already built it wrong. Alright. Let's break that. Should just... Where'd it go? Somewhere, right? There it is. Okay. What am I bonking my head on? Oh, that. Okay. Goodness gracious. Alright, so if we went like this, we can get rid of that. Get rid of this. We need that to go there. And then what we would need is grass here. Like this. It would go down on the backside. Okay. Right? Right or wrong? I can't tell. Yeah, I think it's right. Because what you'd want is you'd want a hopper facing into here. Just like that. And you'd have this observer here. Redstone goes 1, 2, 3 and down. So if we made it go up 2. See, look at this absolute nightmare. It's right in the middle. There's no convenient way to go. But I'm thinking up 2. So like as you walk in, you're walking up. is going to end up being our best course of action. So I guess we can kind of see how that might look real quick here. I don't know why I did all that. Yeah, let's take a quick gander into how we think that may look. We can probably grab our hopper out of these chests. Ouch. That's okay. We're not going to be able to make it. So, we're out front. We're walking up the steps. Probably go one. And then what we'll do is we'll go like this. And that gets you up one. That'll get you up 2. 3. And 4. Is that going to look bad? So, like, yeah, it probably will. We could also connect it. So let's look at another option here. Goodness. Parkour is not my strength today. Let's look at another option, which would be it starts its transition up right here. I guess it'll be easier to do it from down here. Let's go ahead and get rid of all of this. And this might look a little bit better, actually. It might. It might still look awful. You never know. Alright. There we go. Let's grab those. Grab that. Okay. How's that look? That looks a lot better. I think. Yeah, so if we come up like this, let's see it again. Ah, yeah, so you walk into the building, and then you're kind of up on top of... Yeah, I think that could be good. Okay. So we're kind of readjusting how we'd like this thing to look in real time while our iron farm works in the background. But this is part of building interiors. They're much more difficult than building the exterior of things. So I think this is kind of what we're going to go with. Which means our little area, we can get rid of this. What is that? Oh, that's the bottom side of a crafting table. That's crazy. It looks so weird. Okay. Let's grab everything from down here. There we go. I think we got it all, but you never know. So we're going to move this whole build up 2, and that will solve our problem, I think. Which is nice. I like solving problems. I do not enjoy having them, which is what we've had in the past. Well, I guess not so much, but you're always going to have problems in life. If you enjoy solving them, I think you're going to have a leg up on the competition. So I'm thankful for my joy in problem solving. All right. So now we're going to move this whole chest thing up. What is going to end up being 2 blocks. So we can basically just take out the bottom 2. Anyway, before we do that, we're going to go up to our roof and put these 2 stacks in. So I guess we can start here. There we go. Let's swing over. And those are spawnable blocks at the moment. Also, we should check out what carpets would look like up here to prevent spawns. So we're going to do that just a moment after we get our good old roof put in here. All right. So it's a bit of a ceiling and inside build today. Oh, we still have 30 left. Nice. But I really want this roof finished. All right. And now, that's fine. We're going to go look and see what carpets would look like. We have tons of white carpet. This should prevent the spawns. Can't hurt to have a few stacks of it. So let's check out how this bad boy looks. Ooh, I don't know if I love it. We're just going to do a few layers just to see how this looks. And by a few, I mean 2. So what we've done is what we're going to look at real quick. Oh my goodness. There we go. Yeah, if you come back here. Alright, let's go take a look. First, let's look at it from the front of the build. You can't even tell. Okay, so it's basically a non-factor from the front. I'm afraid it's going to look so bad from up here, though. I really am fearful. Okay. Oh, hey, would you look at that? You can barely even notice. Let's see, how close do you have to be to start really realizing? About here. Okay. So when you're on the roof, you kind of notice it right away. But let's look at it from the iron farm. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's barely noticeable. I think, at least. If you hate it, you can let me know. Obviously, when you're up close, it doesn't look great. Like, it just doesn't, straight up. But from a distance, you can barely tell it exists. So I feel like it's, for what it's going to do, it's going to prevent mobs from dropping on our freaking heads. To me, that's it's a worthwhile investment. Because I do not want a creeper dropping into this build at some point while I'm working on it and blowing up our progress. Which is what I'm trying to prevent here. So I think it's going to be a worthwhile endeavor for us to do that. Let's go ahead and put some torches up here just because I am afraid of mobs. And we're going to finish that carpeting and then go do some trading. So I think carpets are the way to go. Cheap. We already have a bunch. And oof. They don't really impact the build all that much, which is the most important part. So we'll do 2 stacks. Nope, that's the wrong thing. 2 stacks of carpet. That should be good for us. Yeah, it's really not bad unless you're close. And then you're kind of like, huh, why is this here? Okay. So we're going to go with it. And if we hate it, we can always remove it in the future. Wow, I really messed that up. My apologies. I'm still messing it up. There we go. Ugh. They are going to have to be on the very peak. So we'll look and see what that feels like as well. I was really hoping it wouldn't line up like this. Alright, let's go take another look. You know, when you're on the roof, you're kind of like, why is it here? But from like up here, you really can't even tell. You really can't. So I think, yeah, I'm trying to talk myself into it being worth it. I think it is worth it. I really do. Okay, so since we've determined that that is a worthwhile investment for us to make, we will continue making it. Give me those back. Alright, time to go trade. Let's snag as much iron as we can. Nice. We love seeing that. Alright, this should get us enough to finish our roof, I think. And as you can see, the iron farm really does produce quite quickly. I just lean on it very heavily for my builds, so it doesn't quite go as quick as we need it to, but if you make one and you AFK it once, you probably will be okay. And if I played offline, this wouldn't be a problem, because most of the time I'll just sit and stare at a build for 10 minutes without actually doing anything. But obviously I can't do that here. That would be probably not the greatest to do that. But I would just sit there and think about things for a long time. I play a little more hurried when on camera, I've noticed. At the beginning, when I recorded the earlier episodes, I was quite nervous. But now, I'm feeling a lot more comfortable just discussing about my feelings on different things. And I will say, the one thing is it makes me play a little bit faster. I would normally just spend some time staring and admiring the work, which we've done a little bit of, but definitely not as much as I normally do. And good news is we should have enough half slabs here to finish the roof. I think. You never know for sure. Not that part, but we should be able to get this part done. And here's something that is a little strange about me. I hate mobs in Minecraft. Creepers, skeletons, spiders. That's annoying, we fell down. I really dislike them all. Zombies, not a fan of. I'm not a fan of any mobs, hostile mobs that is. I really do like nighttime in Minecraft. So, it's a bit of a weird... Oh, I thought we'd used an extra half slab there. I was just being silly. I like the aesthetic of nighttime in Minecraft. Really dislike mobs. So, our goal is to have everything spawn-proof, so we can just walk around at night, around our build, and feel really good about it. That's kind of the goal. And we've got 16 more. That's probably not going to get us finished. Nope, too short. So that's my goal, is to be able to walk around. And there's some weird lighting going on up here. Yeah, there is some weird lighting. Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead and go snag. We've got 54 emeralds on us. We're going to snag some more wool, get that finished off. I think that should be good. Stack and a half. It'll get us close. And close is pretty good. I'm not going to complain about being close. And then we will take a step back and admire what we've done. We're going to be one row short. How many do we need? Maybe 20? We got to remember, whatever we make over, we don't actually need. I don't think. And we should make some more glass bottles. Because right now we need the honey bottles more than we need the honeycombs. Oh, hi there, Mr. Buzzy Bee. I hope you're having a great day. Alright, let's swing up here. Maybe we make 15. Yes, 15. That's very good. All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We need 2 more. Nice. And that's perfect. So the roof, this main archway is done. We got to finish in this little area, and then we have to determine how we're going to want this backside to look as well. I don't know if we're going to build up, if we're going to make it a little bit thicker. I'm not sure. So we'll have to cross that bridge soon as well. But all in all, I think we did exactly what we were looking to do. Sadly, I'm not going to have time to AFK today. Yeah, we did do exactly what we were looking to do. We just got to get the backside of that build filled in. We should be good. And a small little courtyard out here. I'm not sure how big we want that to go. Yeah, but everything's looking really, really good. Let's swing inside here. And I guess we'll take a screenshot from this corner. We haven't been over here before, I don't think. Yeah, it's looking good. Almost done with the roof. So here's our screenshot for the day. Nailed it. Snag that. And we're going to tear most of this down and try to set it up 2 levels higher. Or 2 blocks higher, I should say, not 2 levels. That's what we're going to do. Hopefully we make maybe a shulker box unloader right here. Potentially. And we're going to have these be 5 high. And I'm going to show you some of the lighting. And that should leave us just enough room in the roof up there to do some really cool stuff on the ceiling, which is exciting. And we can put whatever we want in these windows. So we can put banners in them. We can make it look whatever, because they will end up being underneath the rest of the build. So that'll be nice. Underneath, excuse me, I'm yawning. They'll end up being underneath these circuits. Anyway, so I got a little bit of your feedback on this glass as well. And it's looking like we're not going to want to keep the different textured glass. We're going to go a little more uniform. I think that's the right decision. Still, give me your feedback on the interior of this thing. The exterior has really came along. I really appreciate all the input everyone has given thus far. It's making playing Minecraft so much more fun for me. So thank you for that. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will catch you in the next episode.